Raphael. I'm here with Arcadia Triforce Johnson. I came here all the way from Florida. I'm doing this for Video Game Stadium as a favor of Billy Mitchell. He called Isaiah here to give me the opportunity to interview him and have a little time in the Empire here and get to speak to the Emperor himself. What exactly inspired you to start Empire Arcadia?
Well, originally back in the 80s, when I used to play competitively, we had our little video game group, and back in the Bronx, we used to hop from arcade to arcade to actually play the games and compete there. As I got older, I tried to balance some of the stuff that I wanted to do with my passion, which was gaming. So I felt that if we could take it to a professional level where competing would generate income, that we would be able to generate some income. But I wasn't interested in doing it alone. I wanted to make something more, that even when I'm gone, there's a legacy left behind. People can continue to do something that I started. So I decided to make a virtual empire.
As far as becoming a knight or a Valkyrie of Empire Arcadia, how would one go about doing that?
So to become an Arcadian, it's not just your skill, your ambition, which is a part of your desire and your will to want to actually get involved with the organization.
You told me that you had an interview with MTV and that apparently they casted you in a negative light in some kind of way. And I watched it the other night just so I could see what exactly everybody what they saw. And from what I saw, all the other players they looked pretty cool, and I saw the way they depicted the Empire. And then when he brought up about you, I was like, yeah, that's a good point, and he wanted me to ask you, so we wanted to clear the light up and see exactly what do you think about that whole situation.
Well, not what they post. The way they put together the film wasn't a lie. They took pieces of the truth and rearranged it to create their story. Video games kept me off the street so that I wouldn't be involved in that. I wasn't involved in it directly. I was just one of those people that's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yes. Fortunately, I wasn't hurt in the scenario. So I volunteered that information because it's actually a part of my life. But the way they wanted to depict it was, I'm an African American man in a ghetto part of New York City, and someone get shot in the street is correlated with drugs and violence and stuff like that. But no, that's not what it was. And that's when I was a little kid. I was like 7 or 8 when that happened.
What was the whole thing with the glove? Like, what made you want to use and have that be like a symbol that you carry with you?
Okay, this is how the glove works. Alright, now Power Glove, back in the 80s, I used to roll in with a group. The group was called Videoland, which is what the name of this company was going to be, but Nintendo had the copyrights to it, so couldn't tell you. The community was called Videoland, and we was going to incorporate the community's name to Videoland, but we could not do that because Nintendo actually owns that with Captain and the Game Master.
Okay.
But at the time, when we were a community and it was Videoland, one of the guys that was in it, our first Game Master, Kevin, he's the one who ran the group and everything. He competed at the Nintendo Championship qualifiers, and he won the trophy and everything. This is long after and he left to go to school. He didn't want to play games anymore, and he said, "I'm going to leave you in charge of the group." And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So he had this big trophy that he won from Macy's and I said, hey, let me get the trophy. And he said, no. And I was like, oh, forget Kevin. So Kevin gave me the glove instead.
Okay.
As long as you love games, you use this to remind you of your roots. Videoland, take it as far as you can go. And since then, I've been running with it.
I see.
So I wear it as a reminder so that I know where my roots are, so I never forget, because you have a lot of gamers, you have a lot of posers, and you have a lot of gamers that come into competitive gaming or gaming as a whole, and they're just doing it because it's a source of income and fame. There's nothing wrong with the income part, because you gotta live.
Yeah, exactly.
But I look down on the people that's just doing it for the fame, because it's so pretentious. There's no love, there's no integrity behind it, there's no prestige, no forms of principles, no virtues, anything. So with me, the glove is a reminder of my origins, and I will always be that way, and I'm not going to let the world change me and who I am and where I come from in terms of gaming.
This is Raphael, Video Game Stadium.